Yoga problems! Oh, yeah, I got them. Got them, my friends. My yogi friends across the land. My many new yogi friends across the land as Hot Yoga Problems begins to gain traction. My YouTube channel's blowing up. So if you're just a podcast listener, yes, Raff's Brain is the umbrella brand. Hot Yoga Problems is one of the streams of content. This is where I just rant about my recent hot yoga experience on the way back, on my commute home. That's it. There's no structure, there's no rhyme or reason. That's all it entails, my friends. So welcome to the new fans of the show. Listen, the problem of the day is something that is profound, and it's probably been a problem for years, but I've never really fully addressed it. It's my mat. Mat status trash. My mat is busted, dude. I think I'm just starting to realize that. It's kind of like if anyone else out there is insane enough to run for fun, which makes no sense to me, but if that's your jam, and I used to do that, I ran a marathon back in the day. Yes, I have within me the spirit of Nike, not the brand, the god of whatever, Pegasus, is that one? Whatever, the guy with the wings on his shoes. Yes, I used to have that in my soul. I used to jog and run 10Ks, 5Ks, 20Ks, half marathons. I look back at those days and I go, what was wrong with you, dude? Insanity. But I remember very distinctly back in the day when I was a runner, when that was something I did, when I had a mental illness, that you could go so many miles on a good pair of shoes, a good pair of running shoes. I mean, running shoes can really affect your experience. I don't like to believe that. I like to think like a lot of the stuff we're sold and marketed is a bit of a, puffery would be the legal term. People exaggerate the value of the $250 ASIC gel, super magnetized decompression cleats or whatever, running jams. What? They all these crazy names, all these crazy features. It's just a shoe, right? No, I actually come to believe the type of shoe matters. But it's the foam, it's the I don't know, contour, everything. Is it gel? Is it sponge? Is it hybrid? Is it air? Anyway, what I'm trying to say here, what I'm failing to explain is that in the yoga sense, mats are like giant sponges. They're kind of like your shoes in running. And a good or great mat can affect your experience. It can elevate it or it can diminish it. And you might not even realize it. But I think I've been having a lesser experience for a long time. I just haven't addressed the problem. The hot yoga problem being, I think my mat is busted. My mat is busted. It's flat. It's it doesn't even really roll up tight. I looked around today after the class. I saw these other people that had these really sophisticated mats, man. Now I have a nice mat. It's a personalized mat. It was a gift. I could unroll it and show you, but it says something to the effect of, now that we're done, it's time for pizza. Yes. That's how I feel about yoga. Yoga is a penance. It's an advanced deposit on the consumption of unhealthy foods later in the day. That's not necessarily a good mindset. Do I want to change the mindset and adopt a healthier lifestyle all around so that yoga becomes one of many healthy things that I do? I guess that would be the ideal state. That's the vision statement of Raff's Brain for my health and life and fitness. aspirations, but let's be honest. If past is prologue, it ain't happening. It ain't happening, but it might happen someday. I'm on the Fast app. I mentioned this last episode. It's going okay. But back to the mat. I need a new mat. I need a new mat. I've concluded I need a new mat. I guess it was a great time of year for that discovery, because I can write up my list for Santa, you know, like, what do I want under the tree this year? What do I want old Nick to bring down the chimney? You know, I could use a really nice elf constructed yoga mat. Do they make yoga mats on the North Pole? Is that something that the elves have express specialty in? I don't think I'm going to get it from, even if I could get it for free from the North Pole, Santa Claus just rolls it out for me. I don't think I'd want an elf constructed mat. Do elves do yoga? Elves are nimble creatures, sprightly little beings of the night in the forest, is how I think about them anyway. I never liked the idea of elves being like the workers at Santa's factory. I feel like it's almost like child labor or something. They're small little creatures. It doesn't feel right to me. Even though I realize they are, you know, of age to make decisions. Are they allowed to leave? Are they, you know, I just don't know what the circumstances are. I just never, in my brain, even as a young person, liked that idea of these little tribes of elves getting wrangled up and made to construct toys for the people. I know it's a nice cause, you know, it's like I benefited from it as a kid. I got all the elf toys. I'm grateful for those elves up there. As an adult, I'm not seeing the virtues of an elf constructed yoga mat. What do those guys know about yoga? So I asked the yogi teachers, like, what's the best mat? Not surprisingly, there's a lot of diverse opinions on this. Do you want spongy? Do you want hard? And do you want thin? It's kind of like the types of shoes you get for running. Do you want like spongy, bouncy? Do you want more like solid, sturdy? It's like mattress selection. But there's no yoga mat shop. There are yoga mats for sale, but there's no yoga mat shop that unites all different brands, all different types and styles of yoga mats, and lets you like test them out, or like, could that be an interesting business proposition? Come to the Yoga Mat Factory. Raff's Yoga Mat Factory, where you can kick the tires, so to speak, on any type, kind, style, size, shape, form, substance of yoga mat. I like this pitch. I like this. I need to get some angel funding and we'll make it happen. This is the year coming up, 2025. Transformation is afoot. So it's not just that I'm going to go out there and get a new yoga mat. I'm going to keep using this one. I like this one. This one has sentimental value. Does that not mean anything anymore? Everyone's we live in a throwaway culture. Oh, hey, whenever my mat's busted, I just throw it out. When my shoes are busted, I can't run them. I'll just get a new pair. Yeah, okay. Or do you try to get every little ounce of mileage out of them? And then you hang them up on the wall and you go, those are the shoes I ran my marathon in, bro. I'm never going to get rid of them. They were magical. This is the yoga mat that I did my 200th C2 class at Core Power Yoga with. So does that mean something to me in my life? Is that going to be in the Raff Museum one day when the aliens are coming down to understand me and understand the human race, and I'm like one of many people they want to observe? Wow, who was this guy? What is this content that he was producing? There's the yoga mat, the famed personalized pizza eating yoga mat that he talked about on episode 45 of Raff's Brain. Hot yoga problems. Man, what a day. I'm feeling good. Whew. All right. I need a new yoga mat, folks. If you have any suggestions, hit me up. I'm not in a hurry. I'm going to make the right choice. I'm going to make a good selection. But I could definitely use your help. So if you have any suggestions, ideas, if you want to, you know, if you're a brand, a company out there, you want me to give a little pitch in my show, I'll gladly do that. To my 5 or 7 listeners out there. But YouTube's hitting up. Check out my YouTube channel. If you're listening on podcasts, go to raffsbrain.com, click on the YouTube icon. You might be surprised, because Hot Yoga Problems is a YouTube show first and foremost. Podcast is kind of a secondary thing. But hey, it works either ways. Audio, video, whatever your jam. All right, folks. Until next time. Namaste, mofos. Woohoo!